And
You only get the pressure of like you've got to say something.
yeah, well, you better say something now because I've just started the recording.
Well, we've been saying loads of stuff on the patreon.com/truthseek, we?
Fucking pull straight out
So
of the
if you feel
fucking
like you've been missing out, guys, get on there, mate.
yeah.
There's
Right,
been
what I'd
quite a
like
few episodes.
we're going to address this from the fucking outset, Jack.
Yes.
Do not touch your desk or anything around your desk
Oh,
because you
I'll
don't
try.
understand how much noise it makes. Those things that you think, oh, it's just me tapping the desk, I couldn't possibly. It reverberates throughout everything. You can put
I'll,
drink,
I'll try. I'll
drink,
try.
okay. Touch, even if like just a light touch of the desk, fine. But you clatter shit all the fucking time.
I started drumming as well.
I know
I
it's a
can't
fucking
help it.
nightmare. Reet, so on the Patreon, which I
There's
go
less of that. There's less of us telling each other how to record.
because I just can't be asked to just let it slide. But this is like people's entree to the fucking
Yeah. This is the butcher's window.
yeah, exactly. So the prime sausage has got to be in this window, Jack. And right now,
Yeah.
what you're offering them is
And
fucking
if you're
awful.
interested in prime sausage or offal, ladies and gentlemen, onlyfans.com/greyjoggerboy.
That's fucking horrible. That right now we've got those
What else
plugs
can we
got worse
shill?
a lot.
We got like a minute and a half in.
I ain't got anything.
Got-
I don't.
Oh, well, I've got plenty.
I
If
know.
you'd like to buy some of my sweaty boxers, head over to.
Right, I'm going to cut in
Ah.
right about now. This is a Spotify episode. Go on the Patreon for heavy on the Epstein crack. I didn't say half the shit I wanted to because I was in like one of them states.
Well, it seemed like you'd been reading quite a lot.
I'd been reading too much, Jack.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I've actually got something Epstein related just for you.
right.
Just I've only got one sentence.
Oh, okay.
Just to whet your appetite.
Let's just
A
get
new-
it out the way now, then.
Yeah, it's a new revelation, and apparently, allegedly, according to some things Ghislaine Maxwell has said, Bill Gates was cloning kids on Epstein's island. That's
Well-
what was actually happening.
So funny you should
Something to do
mention
with
this.
the Butterfly Foundation or something like that.
Well, aside from like the mass nonsense, which it's gonna go into this again for fuck's sake.
It doesn't have to.
but it is because I want to
Well,
clarify.
we can if we keep it in the realm of nonsense, I can easily segue. I think.
Don't worry,
into
we can
another
circle
thing.
back, but I'm gonna have to
Okay.
clear up some things. You can see the rest on the listen to the rest on the Patreon, but we primarily, or the public at large, only really know Epstein for his nonsense or his shady financier ways. But like, he was mad into fucking like getting all the Mike's just going mental there. The mic stand's just drifting off. He wanted all the eggheads in a room. Like he on the island and at his like fucking ranch estate in New Mexico that he bought from a fucking shady governor or something, or some sort of government representative in America who like sold him this fucking shady ranch for like it's drifted again.
Just for the listener, his microphone is sliding across that irritating crunching noises you can hear. Is this time it's Jimmy messing with his equipment.
Right, okay, it's not gonna happen again. But pretty much on the island and on the ranch, there was he had science labs built, and one of the things that he did discuss and he mentioned was mentioned about him in an interview by like a guest of his, whatever, was that he had been discussing and they'd been attempting human clones, and that there was some reports of some women that made it out of, I think, the ranch, which is in New Mexico, again sold to him by this fucking governor or representative that was on his flight logs, definitely fucking part of the crew. And they were working on that. There were apparently lasses that escaped from there that said that like, they'd been drugged and that they felt that like they'd been sort of operated on. And the rumours are that they'd had their eggs taken for like obviously inseminated. Because he was another thing. I'm banging the mics and bike now. Another thing that people have neglected to mention about him: eugenicist.
Yeah, that was mentioned in the article I've just read.
Yeah,
there.
because he was trying to. His aim was supposedly to just create people from geniuses, from the fucking eggs and the sperm of genius. So he wanted,
Which has got no downsides at all.
imagine
A whole
just a
nation
world,
a nation of geniuses, just
pure
one nation
geeks.
of them, and then just one bully, just go, oh,
what a day!
I know what this place is.
What a day! We'll be back with the boats, doing old English shit. But no, he was mad on the science. So, like, what I believe is, I think that he kept, like, so like like Bill Gates and a lot of the others maybe weren't taken for nefarious purposes of booking kids, but they like some sort of using them for their strengths and almost having not even a cover story because he was legitimately is just fucking into this shit, but like having a purpose that could be put out into the public eye or could be put out amongst prominent people who weren't in the know of what he was actually up to. Because I don't think they were all there for the purpose of booking kids.
But what if it's all true? It could all be true. They could have been going there to shag kids. They could have been there to do the science, but ended up shagging, in quotes, kids. But the clones worked. They made cloned children, which they could grow faster up until a point where they're no longer kids and aren't worth fucking for a paedophile. And then they shagged them. They go, don't worry about it, guys. They're not real people. It's fine. You can do it. All the meanwhile, it's being recorded, but without any microphones, so that he can blackmail them. Because on camera, it just looks like regular kids. And then he's got that control over them, because then these scientists aren't going to come out and go, actually, we've been going over there to do really unethical science. It's okay. We weren't fucking real children. They were fake children that we'd grown specifically on the island.
With eggs that we'd stolen, and then we just
exactly.
took,
And the stealing of the eggs and everything ties into the stuff that I was reading in that book about the American government going and harvesting little bits and cells and stem cells and things from the American public whilst dressed as aliens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It would all tie in. So maybe he's just picked up the baton from someone else.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Was going to be who's the next one? So who takes his place? Because you think, right? We've had two. You've had Epstein and his basically his sort of like Hollywood side equivalent in Diddy, both taken down now, but they're both obviously under hire, or they were put there, or they were molded
Henchmen.
or shit, or. Nah, they're figureheads, aren't they? Or they're
Sort of like when the Shocker works for Green Goblin, kind of thing.
I don't know that reference enough.
I'd say that's like a Spider-Man reference.
Fantastic, fucking not a Spider-Man fan, lad.
Give us something, a realm that we can go to.
A realm.
Well, like a topic where you can be like, this is a guy that works middle management. They're the floor managers, and then there's someone else who's the area manager.
No. This is face of the company. This is like Jared from Subway.
Well, he was fine, wasn't he?
But he was one of them as well. Yes.
Yeah.
But this is so who's going to come through the ranks? So you got to think, right? Epstein.
No one knew who he was, though.
Yeah. He didn't have the island straight away. He didn't have the ranch straight away. He had to build the sort of empire off the back of Lex Wexner first. Obviously, he was up to some nefarious shit then. Like, he was still find out in the Patreon what he loved to do. Because I described it sort of in detail.
Yeah. Maybe not on the Spotify.
Yeah, it's very specific,
I don't think
though.
It could be on here.
And I'll be honest, for someone that has access and you're already doing the most degrading shit possible, pretty fucking, like, meh. Pretty, like,
relatively tame.
Like, what's the point sort of thing? Like,
yeah.
Just go to a fucking Chinese massage parlour. Like, they look the age anyway, mate, of what you're going for. And it's actually fucking cheaper and legal. Not that I'd endorse any of that. What I like, one thing that I found funny about London is you go to like any sort of street in sort of South London, South East London, and any sort of high street will have like a legitimate massage place that's like black, like pictures of like sort of classy.
I thought you meant as compared to Chinese.
Wait there, like nice classy picture of someone just maybe having their face gently massaged either side, in some sort of like nice amber filtered shit, and like it'll be called something classy across the top, or it'll be like authentic Thai massage, and then next door you'll have like beaded fucking doorway, can't see in any windows, and it'll be jolly good time massage, and there'll be some haggard old lass outside caning a tab, and like some pissed bloke. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. Could be fucking 7 in the morning, could be 11 at night. There's just a pissed bloke and some worse for wear like Thai wifey just having a tab outside.
It'd be good if it both went into the same business, but on one window you've got someone, like a woman, nicely dressed, massaging someone's head. You can see her long hair, you can see a bit of cleavage, but no, that's it. And it's nice, it's classy, it gets people in. But on the other window, the exact same image, but she hasn't got a bra on, so you can see her nipples through her dress. And then the lady behind the desk clocks which door you come in through to tell you what room number to go into.
Yeah. It probably is the same business, mate, let's be honest.
You just go out the back and it goes all into one room. Just one warehouse, like a base station warehouse.
It's her who's smoking the tab outside. Like she's the receptionist as well. Like she's outside. You walk past her to go in. Then when you go in, she's at reception. She hasn't walked back past you, but she's at reception. And then she
exhales the smoke in your face.
She points you in the direction.
Then
and you go in the room. You go in the room. She's already there. She's lit another tab, which sort of defeats the purpose of going outside to smoke. But
no, she does not do it. Just for the listeners listening, she doesn't do that. That would be libelous because that would be smoking in your place of work. This elderly lady isn't doing that.
No, she's just wanking men off.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm glad we've established a line. Right, I can't do Epstein again.
Well, speaking of potential paedophiles going overseas, travelling in a plane, Thailand's brought in some new laws now, haven't they?
Have they?
No more recreational marijuana.
Is it?
It was legal for 3 years for anybody, tourists, people that lived there, whoever's there. I mean, that's everyone that's there, really. There's no other types of people. That's a great way of describing the people in Thailand. If I'm honest, I hadn't really thought about that.
What's that?
People that are from there and tourists.
Yeah,
you can describe anywhere like that.
Yes. Well, do you describe a refugee's tourists?
Well, then they're not people. Well, they're people that live there.
If you wanted to really nail your point home, it would just be people who live there and people who don't.
I suppose, yeah. Either way, can't smoke weed there anymore, right?
Right.
And I had a little suspicion a few weeks ago. This is how long this has been in my list for a while. That it was probably because of what was going on between them and Cambodia. And now, as of about, I think, a week ago, maybe 6 days ago, in the article I was reading before, it is actually because of Cambodia. The president...
Really?
The president of Cambodia has had a bit of a falling out over a boundary dispute with Cambodia. With Thailand. Thailand's president and a dispute over the border with Cambodia.
Yes.
And then they've recriminalised weed. And I think that's a way to try and protect tourists while they're ready for war.
Possibly.
Because it limits the amount of people going there.
It won't, though, because Thailand is such a fucking... It's like a pirate's bay now. Like, Thailand has become the place...
There's loads of cheap DVDs and that.
There's loads of cheap everything, mate. From great to not so great. But you've got, like... What I mean by that is it's become the country that sort of fucking... Anyone who isn't necessarily on the straight and narrow or isn't really doing things fucking above board... is ending up like Spain used to be for a while, that anyone that was in bother or wanted to set up some sort of fucking scam or fraud from abroad, they'd go Spain. Like Thailand's that now. It's full of fucking... There's loads of Russians. There's loads of Israelis. They're having a massive issue with Israelis at the moment. Surprise, surprise. Over them basically trying to fucking set up areas that are just for them. I don't know where you might have heard of that before.
No, it's I don't know.
But they're also like
New to me.
it's mental, isn't it? It's fucking
Yeah.
surprising, man. I've got all love for the people all over the place, but I mean, for Thailand, a nation that embraces ladyboy culture, fucking, you walk into any bar and there's people fighting in the middle of it, and it's people are betting on that person, and all this mad shit. To call out an individual nation, and be like, "You're causing too much bother here, too much bother in Thailand." A place that's fueled on fucking rageness and violence, then there's maybe something going on. Obviously, it's the type of people that go in there, but it's becoming this sort of place for people in exile almost. Like you've got, it used to be a hotspot for the IRA.
Really?
People who were leaving to go over that way. You've got loads of people
mad.
who went over there. Funnily enough, you're mentioning the weed law. Loads of people when, obviously leading up to it, when they had a feeling it was coming, and as soon as it arrived, the legality of it, when it became legal, loads of people flew over there to set up grows and start shops. So there's loads of people from the UK live over there, have grows, and there's Thailand's become one of those places like Cali where you can get Thai import exotic weed. Because it's legal to grow over there, it's easy to grow out there, and they've got fucking mint conditions to grow out there. They'll send it all back here. For sort of cheaper than Cali, but more expensive.
It'd be
than
good
UK
if they
weed.
grew it indoors and they make a shit climate and then put a caravan in that shit climate in the warehouse to replicate the perfect climate in the caravan.
This is how we saw them do it in England. They never grew outside,
Yeah,
so we've
yeah.
got to mimic
They
exactly
always,
what they're
they
doing
always
in
grew
England.
it in a caravan in a barn.
What we've got to do is we've got to take our electric off the mains, which is, we don't have mains anyway, we're in Thailand. We've got to do it from the lamppost, and then we need 2 XL bullies. And we actually need to go and get some Vietnamese people from quite close by.
to lock them under the stairs.
Lock them in, and then eventually what will happen is a group of scousers will break in and take pictures with the Vietnamese farmer, while he's stood there very bemused, and they'll say, "We're taking your grow, lad, but cheers," and they'll leave. But yeah, Thailand versus Cambodia, great war for a start.
Cambodia's already got all the ordnance.
Going
all the old
back-
all that old American ordnance that they let tourists blow up cows with.
Cambodia doesn't have an air force. It has 0 attacking air force. It's only it's only air force serves as transport basically, and medical possibly. They've got no fighters or anything like that. I mean, the Thais have fucking essentially biplanes from World War II. They're not doing much better, but it's a good war. Obviously, no war's good, but I mean, they're both fighting with like you've just said, weapons from Vietnam War and shit like that, and the 70s and 80s. You're not going to see drone warfare in Cambodia. You're not going to have lads online going, "This is unfair." It's going to
Rambo
be
6.
Yeah, it's going to be tanks we used to see in films, in Sylvester Stallone films. It's going to be M60 machine guns, AKs. It's going to be a good, hearty, we all get the bits, we all understand the weaponry, we've all played these levels on COD. It's a war we can fucking really get our teeth into. I don't understand
would be good
warfare.
for them to
in
use.
Go on.
Then in the planes, in the transport planes, darts is taking off. I imagine they're pretty cheap to produce in
Get
Cambodia.
Luke fucking, what do you call him?
Get Luke
Up there.
Littler
Up
in one of
there.
them glass domes, just throwing handfuls of darts out at the Thai lads.
Well, what we could do is bring in my favourite topic.
You've hit the bullseye there, mate.
We could.
I don't know if you saw that video he's done.
I haven't.
Advertising a pizza.
Right.
It's just like some local pizza shop. It's a fucking horrible advert. And he's got, "You all right? Have you got a pizza there for us?" And the guy goes, "I've got a 4-cheese pizza here for you, Luke," or something like that. And he looks at this pizza, 4-cheese pizza, and he goes, "You've hit the bullseye there, mate." Head moving up and down and that, it's just awful, horrible to see.
No, I've not seen it.
I just like the idea of him shouting that over a tannoy. I want that to become the thing he says.
And that could be, again, going back to sort of Vietnam War times, shouted over from a helicopter, like they would play fucking
AC/DC instead of AC/DC
yeah.
and that. It's just Luke Littler quotes.
Just Luke Littler and just general.
I wasn't groomed by you.
What?
Just shouting that down the
Why
mic.
was he? Who was he
Didn't
groomed
he
by?
have- Well, I'm not saying he was groomed by her. I'm
No,
saying
you just
he wasn't.
suggested that. You just suggest. Come on,
Because
Jack.
didn't he have
dig
a
yourself a hole.
girlfriend who was much older?
Did he? I'll be honest. You're far deeper on the Luke Little law than I am. Have you been reading
I
this?
like darts.
You've been reading. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, I brought up in a pub. I used to get taken to a pub all the time, and my dad taught me how to play quite young. And then we'd just fleece people for free drinks.
Playing for Salford under fives darts league. Just fucking.
Yeah. Oh, he's entered the Bowden leagues. He thinks a lot of himself here.
Oh.
He's going to have them posh kids.
It's going to be a difficult season, I tell you that. He's turning up. They've got nice, shiny new chrome darts, and he's there with some Steelies. He's got traditional Steelies. He
He's got his
sharpens them at
Jockey
home.
Wilsons out.
Sharpens them at home on a brick.
I did have a dart sharpener as well, me.
He's a breeze block, man. Like a real man.
Nah, you use a little hard blue sand thing.
I know.
It's got the right divot on it. Oh, satisfying. Good noise out of it and all.
What have you got for us then,
We
Jack?
can move on from Thailand. We've got something to be scared of, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
need some fear. At the moment,
Yeah.
there's not enough fear.
They found a new way to vaccinate people without them knowing they're being vaccinated.
They can just they can restore our health from afar, like some sort of potion.
Well, they've got to get quite close to you,
How close?
like in your mouth, but that you don't know you're being vaccinated.
So are they creeping in on us in our sleep?
Yeah, like the tooth fairy,
Yeah.
just having a little lick of your teeth.
Imagine if that's
Oh,
what the tooth fairy.
we've got a good one here. I
Imagine-
wish she did, me.
Imagine if
I
the
wish she did.
Imagine if the Tooth Fairy was like some sort of the Ring figure instead of fucking like we see it. Everyone pictures the Tooth Fairy as like little Tinkerbell from like Peter Pan or something.
No, do you? I see her as some fat bloke in a dress. That's what I've always imagined.
I'm now picturing the Ring, and although I just previously mentioned I don't fucking watch or like Spider-Man, a cross between the Ring and Venom's face.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
Big
That would-
big
yeah.
long fucking tongue. It checks all your teeth. Like it's almost like
Whispers in your ear. That one will be next.
the
Gives it a wiggle with a tongue.
Nah, what I'm thinking is the Tooth Fairy comes round every night and we just don't know it. But the Tooth Fairy's
searching.
it gets in your soul. It takes your soul through loose teeth. So like
Right.
that's why you've got to take it out and put it under your pillow because it checks there first to see if you've been honest. Because it's like the gateway's already closed. You've taken the tooth out. It can't get in through a tooth that's already left. That it's sealed straight away like a vac seal, like the door of a submarine. But like if it catches you when it's wobbly, in a gap, it can get in the crevice, crawl in through your jawline and take your soul. So you've got to have the tooth showing for it to be like, all right, I'll pay you this time.
What about when you swallow some of them? Because sometimes you'll swallow them in your sandwich. Do you know what I mean? And then like they're gonna harvest your soul by taking you from behind in the night. They wreck you that way.
I've not quite worked that out.
They sadden
Maybe
you.
The
The venom tongue could come in useful though. There, very long, innit?
I don't know. Maybe it distrusts you after that because it's like, right, you haven't left me an offering.
Oh, you met it.
You've closed the
Right.
door. Yeah, exactly. You've closed the door and you've besmirched my good name by yamming on my fucking offering.
You're going to shit out my tooth.
Really? I've got to get through that later on. Like the people on UK and Australian border force that I've been watching this week having to siphon through people's shit to find packets of heroin.
Oh.
I watched this, right?
Mad place to hide it, innit?
I don't want to... Right,
Why carry the shit round with you?
the editing of fucking... Was it UK or was it Australian border force? I think it was...
If I can guess what makes you angry about it, let me see if I'm right. Is it the... Later on this episode, we're going to see... No?
No,
And then it's earlier on,
You've
we
also
saw...
got the emotion completely wrong.
Oh,
I wasn't angry.
what a surprise.
The editing...
I just presumed him, there's an emotion here. He's showing an emotion. It's not a
must be
smile.
It's got to be
Yeah,
negative.
it must be negative. Yeah. Go on. Sorry, I did,
No, it was it's cheeky boys in the editor's room because this Malaysian fella, this this sort of Malaysian. Well, he was Malaysian, but he, obviously Asian looking fella comes walking through, and they've pulled him aside, stuck him in a room, said he stinks of shit.
Oh,
And that's how
to say to him.
That's how they've started it. Pretty much, they've gone. There's a distinct smell of fecal matter, and then they're like, and then the editors, the narrators, they cut away. They go to an expert, and then they come back, and the narrators basically saying something like, and a Gatwick staff here having a real issue with a foul odor. Who could it be coming from? And then it just pans to an Asian fella, and you're like, whoa. That's just, you're not allowed. That's
Bit
not
below the belt.
That's not allowed. But right, fair play, because this fella had 4 boxes of like sweets. We'll say like quality tin sized ish, but not, they weren't
all
quality,
sugar free.
They weren't quality sweet.
And that's
it
why he
gets
shit
better.
himself.
It gets better. He's got 4 tins of them, and he's got 2 like whiskey tubes, you know what I mean? The boxes that whiskey come in, the circular ones, yeah? Yeah. He's got them. He's got 6 packages in this bag, and he stinks of shit. They take the lids off all these things, and they're all full of pellets, full of fucking heroin. He swallowed like almost 300 of these pellets. He's had like 4 kilo of gear in him. 4 kilograms. Yeah. Four fucking... Imagine
it would be hard to eat 4 kilos of anything, let alone something you're not going to digest. So imagine feeling how full you're going to feel after that. The extra energy to digest.
You're
it,
thinking
and you've not had any food.
Of the wrong end being the hard bit.
What, passing them out?
Imagine...
No, I imagine it's just sort of... But speaking of M60s...
Yes, this is true. Yes, like a Gatling gun. But obviously what's happened there...
Yeah, because with a Gatling gun, it takes a while for it to get going as well. But I imagine once you've got that first one out...
The flow.
It's when you stop for a biscuit that's going to make it difficult.
He's obviously come too soon, hasn't he? He's done it the wrong part of the departure. And he's gone, fuck.
I wonder if that's why they delay flights every now and then.
He was off the flight, mate.
No, I know. But if they purposely delay flights every now and then, each day, for the people that have eaten 4 kilos of heroin, they've ate that and then thought, obviously I'm going to need to shit this out at some point because that's filling my body. I can't keep it in. I need to shit out the heroin. And then they shit it out a bit sooner. Maybe that's why in duty free, all them tins of sweets are on a marked up price. Like, things like come in a big box like Toblerone and that. Whereas if you buy just a booze in a bottle, it's cheaper. But the presentation stuff...
You raise a fantastic point.
Thank you.
Hats off to him. Shitting out 300 of anything is a fucking hard job.
It is.
And then walking through the airport absolutely stinking and trying to firm it out.
And counting them as well. Because if you're going to shit out most of them, you want to shit out all of them, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you
don't
want
to leave any.
You get 298 and you're like, oh.
I think it was like 297.
Was it? And he had 3 left in his system.
Possibly, yeah, unless 3 didn't go down in the first place.
Another 200 and another 300.
Another 103, yeah.
Yeah.
So didn't carry gear in your rectum, kids.
No.
And don't carry like lizards and dried lizards and snakes. Don't do that. They opened someone's suitcase who was going from like somewhere in Africa to Australia, and I thought it was like one of your orders.
Really?
It was like 3 dried snakes, a dried lizard, like fucking a head of like the head of a rabbit that had been dried out, a plethora.
You don't need to take it on holiday. You know what I mean?
They were going to use it for magic. They were going to pull it all out of a hat. Yeah.
Yeah. They can't fit the hat's too small to fit the rest of the rabbit in.
Watch me rehydrate this dried
Because I suppose
scorpion.
if you're performing to children as well and you get them to sit cross-legged on the ground, you don't need the full rabbit. You just hold the hat out, the top hat, upside down, pull enough of the rabbit's head up, so they don't see the rest of the body, and then you just drop it back in there.
That's a possibility, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of having things on your body that you shouldn't have, though, before we get back into the vaccination stuff, did you see this Brazilian woman that she died? A Brazilian woman that died because she'd glued 26 iPhones to her body.
Yes, I did. I saw the woman gluing fucking a ton of iPhones to her body.
Yeah, 26. It's a lot, innit?
It's too many. I wouldn't do that.
I worked out a little something to do with that. I think I understand what the danger is.
Go on.
And I think I know why she died. It's too many G's.
Oh, it's like too many G's.
Each one's 5, right?
Yeah.
That gets you to 130 G's. Now, somewhere the safe limit is between 5G and 130G.
Yeah, and I mean, somewhere between. I mean, not even jet fighter pilots can manage 130G. That's meant because they're all the same G, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the same ones as what comes in like a tablespoon of flour as well.
Yeah, it's flour. Yeah.
Because with the heroin guy as well, he had so many G's of heroin in there. If he'd had too many of them G's in there, they'd have burst and killed him.
That's why he had to go on a plane to counteract some of the G's going another way, so the G's counteract each other.
And that's why he injected all the helium into his fingertips as well, just so he'd be a little lighter.
No, he just did that. He did that for the crack. He does that back home. It's just a Wednesday afternoon for Naresh.
With the dirty heroin needles from his customers.
Yes.
Oh, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Fucking disgusted. I just like to inject it up my fingernails.
It's fine. Now watch me get out of this plane. Yeah, the iPhones. How did it kill her? How did it actually kill her?
I don't know. That was enough for me to be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Not that the woman died, but it's like an interesting way to go, isn't it? That's all they're really telling you in the articles.
It's an expensive dress.
Very, very expensive dress. Puts Lady Gaga's steak thing to shame, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Not covering that much, though, with 26 iPhones.
Depends on which
iPhones. From the land of, like,
Maxes,
BBLs and that.
Well, that's what you're not trying to cover much then, are you?
Ah, yeah, I suppose,
Let's be honest.
Just the crack.
She's got... I mean, yeah, in reality, she only really, in Brazil, needs 3. She was quite overdressed.
Yeah.
So she's got 26. You can build out from where the 3 that I've just watched you look to the sky and picture. So you build...
Well, I was thinking about if she's got them all on her, and she's got them glued to her, is the screen pointing outwards, and would she have a little... Just for the fun of it, would she have a little group chat with herself on her body?
That's quite funny. You could also just
have them all saved, all the different numbers on the phone, saved as different body parts. Elbow sending a message to left nipple, and, you know... Oh,
you're turning into some sort of fucking wanky university fucking project on the nervous system or something now. Don't give anyone out... Don't fucking steal this idea, right? If you're out there now, and I know you're not, because anyone doing a degree of... the fucking level of intellect required to be studying the nervous system and doing a thesis or any sort of production on a demonstration as to how the nervous system works isn't listening to fucking this. I waffled on about Jeffrey. I don't think so.
They might need to, spend their student loans somewhere, Jimmy. They can spend it on our Patreon.
They fucking can. But that would be a wanky but quite good way of doing it, is having a group chat. Because that's essentially what's going on with your body, innit? It's a massive group chat.
That sounds like the worst stoner take in a kitchen I've ever heard in your life. That's the worst thing you've ever said on this show.
It's horrible, innit?
Yeah, terrible.
That felt bad to say.
Yeah, you looked like you was in pain as it was coming out.
It was horrible.
And I tried to stop you a little bit, but you just ploughed through it.
Yeah. I just crashed my own car into a wall. I am Paul Walker, and you were Vin Diesel at the side, like alongside us in the car, looking in it, like from a different car, looking at me, going, "You don't have to do this." Yeah, and I'm pushing towards that tree, going, "But what does it feel like?" And I've realised what it feels like. It hurts. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, man.
But
I'm glad. I'm glad, because it's usually me that said the thing where we're like,
it is though. Like
that wasn't a funny thing to say.
Yeah, it's not a funny... I was about to do the fucking stupid thing there and try and fight my case. And
Was
then
you
back
really?
it. I was about to back it. I was
I'm
about to
glad
back
you
it
didn't.
and go fucking, no, but it is like a group chat, innit?" And that would be the wank. That would be worse. I take back everything I said, but just don't do it. No one do what I've just said. Well, I think.
Do you know what would be mint though? I think it'd be mint if it was microwaves. Imagine how impressive that would be. Woman dies with 4 microwaves glued to her body.
I would
Think of that.
5.
That'd be mint.
5 because it's got to be
One on a
you've got to
torso,
have, no,
one on a
no,
back,
no. You got to have
on
one
each thigh.
one on her head, like fucking the bloke with the microwave head guy who rides around New York on his bike, offering out like fucking good advice.
Yes.
Yeah, he's sound.
Yeah.
Then my theory is essentially you look like a bit like the mech off Power Rangers, and you just have one on each foot, going up to about the knee, and then one on each cover.
Yeah.
Put your hand through, and you've got one that goes from the wrist
Like
to
a
just
beer
up,
crate, man.
up past it. Yes, exactly like that.
But the
of
microwave.
microwaves.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've put holes in
It
the
would be even
microwaves.
better if it was a man and they just called him the micro, and he wears all of these microwaves over all of his body everywhere except his dick and balls. And he's got a little tiny willy.
Surely he'd be Irish and you'd call him Mike O Wave. My name's Mike. Mike O Wave.
Maybe. Or you could call him the dinger.
The dinger.
Yeah. You've just been struck by the
You've
dinger.
just been dinged.
Yeah.
And like
That's how
obviously-
he doesn't punch because he can't bend his arms.
No, I mean-
so he's got little power things on his fingers. He can play like Guitar Hero on Nintendo DS,
No.
and it makes the doors open and close at force.
He has a massive extension cord. Obviously, he's got all the microwaves, and they've just drilled holes in them so he can get his hands and arms and feet and like his head through. So that
and
makes
tiny little holes as well, so the dangerous microwave energy can
no, but
get out
that
and
already
melt
makes
his enemies.
that's what I mean. He's already got big holes in him. He doesn't need smaller holes. He's got big holes where his arms and that are. But they're all functioning microwaves, and he's just got them all connected to a very long extension cable, a bit like a fuse. And then he just walks into fucking rooms. He's a superhero basically. He just walks into a room. Someone fucking turns all the microwaves. He reaches around himself. You know, like Predator when it dials the fucking thing in on its wrist. He presses that one for a minute boost first, and then presses the boost on all the rest, and then he just stands there fucking spreading his arms,
They all
just
light up.
radiating everyone.
His kryptonite is cancer.
No, he thrives on cancer. His kryptonite is an electric oven, basically. Let's be honest.
Air fryer.
Air fryer man.
Yeah.
Air
He's
fryer
always
man.
after him.
They hate each other because one of them does the outside well, can fuck the inside. One does the inside well, but you get no texture from it whatsoever. They are real, like, they're the opposites of the colory world.
I like the idea that his Robin is just like an angry middle-aged woman with a frying pan.
Yeah.
And the evil guy's one, the air fryer lad, his accomplice, his little Robin, or whatever you would want to call it, his sidekick. That's an old lady with a rolling pin, covered in batter.
Right.
Not naked, but splashes of batter all over her.
There's so many splashes of batter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like batter, like pancake. Not like
Yeah.
I don't mean like like
She's not
cunt
bruised.
out like that.
What? I wasn't... Where the fuck
Like, I
did
thought you
that
might
come from?
like man batter, because of the look you gave me. I thought, oh no, it's nothing sexual about it. It's just an old lady with a rolling pin. Why'd you look so scared, man? You okay?
Yeah, I've got to do something in a second, but this is going to be annoying. We'll work it out.
What's
Carry
going to
on.
happen?
I've got to go
right.
and lift some shit, but the people don't need to know that. We've got conspiracies to talk about.
Okay. Should we get back into? Do you want to learn about how they give these vaccines then without you knowing?
Yeah, get it.
They do it with floss. There's and I've got the best quote I've ever heard in my life, which I think you'll actually enjoy this.
Yeah, go on.
And then I honestly had never thought of using floss as a vaccination strategy, says Akiko Iwasaki, an immunologist at Yale University who was not involved in the work. She's got nothing to do with it.
She's got nothing to do with what we
Nothing to do with it at all. Making dental floss into a vaccine.
Oh, this is your thing that can
And-
be in. Yes, now I've
Yeah,
finally.
yeah.
We've finally
Yeah.
come back, and I know
And
what you
that's
mean by this.
the
now.
articles, right? The articles I've read on it, all of the quotes are all from people with nothing to do with the research.
Love that.
That's mint, innit?
John,
That's
5,
crazy.
who's just started
I
nursery.
don't like brushing my teeth.
Spaghetti hoops, and dinosaurs. The spaghetti hoops and dinosaurs, please. Thank you.
I like the Ankylosaurus the most.
Yeah, he
Says
actually
John,
was part
who
of the
has
study.
nothing to do with it.
No, he was actually part of the study. The bloke you just did, yeah.
That's really hard.
What if we could rub our teeth and make the cold go away? I don't like needles, but
don't
I love. My dentist says I've got gingivitis, and he said that I could die from the flu as well. It's just like, all right, mate, all right, not to worry. Come on, you're just tucking him in. He's not even his bedtime. He's just asleep he's like half awake on a bus shelter.
So are the vaccines in dental floss, or is dental floss?
Yeah. So they tested it on mice. So it takes 2 people to floss a mouse's teeth.
I was about to fucking say how you've just could that. Who the? I know everyone says this, but science is mental, right? Because
that's why most of it's not real, isn't it?
Who's out here fucking flossing mice teeth?
Well, it takes 2 people. One person has to use a key ring to jam the mouse's head down and hold its head back, while the other one gently flosses its teeth with the floss.
What a weird experience of it's
For
sort
everyone, for all involved.
being waterboarded, but also somewhat being more clean at the end of it all.
Well, it's kind of dark in a way because they
Yeah.
used 50 mice, right? And every 2 weeks, they flossed their teeth with an active virus. With an inactive virus initially.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
To build a bit of immunity, but obviously there's a placebo one as well. And then they infected them all on the 4th week of flossing. So they've only been flossed twice, I think, at this point, and then they infect them. And then every mouse that had received 3 flosses lived, and all the others died.
Okay.
So it seems to work, but my takeaway from it is it adds into all of my paranoid stuff over the years about what are they doing with toothbrushes and toilet roll and that. And
yeah,
you know
it doesn't help.
No, it's not the thing I want to be reading, Jimmy.
However, what about...
Because you could get kids in school and you could be like, we're going to teach you how to floss your teeth. Your mum and dad have said you can't have injections. Here's how you floss your teeth.
This having white teeth thing is very much a human thing, yeah? I would say in the mouse world, having, like, the browner teeth is probably a sign of, like, fucking dominance or age or respect.
Yeah, because you've lived longer.
You've lived longer, you've chewed through lots of shit, you've eaten lots, you've obviously
you've
gnawed your way
avoided
through
more
lots of
cats.
fences. Yeah, so, like, what's probably happened there? They've gone back, everyone's fucking rejected them. They've obviously got disease because they're going, I'm not going anywhere. We're going to make sure we run away from the fucking science guys because they're taking all of our respect from our teeth. Put some respect on my teeth. And the one that was caught in the in-between, obviously not white enough, which is obviously a flaw of many people we find nowadays, when it comes to having their rights stripped away. Not white enough, so they can't be in the new group of elites, but not black enough. Not brown, yellow teeth. Like,
Not enough tartar.
Not enough fucking, like, nice build up a plaque to be part of, like, the real community.
I hate when the dentist picks out them big chunks of plaque from behind my teeth, you know, because it feels like you're just ripping your tongue apart on the new holes
I don't think I
between
have
your
them.
teeth. Do you never have that?
Nah.
Do you not? Like, when they get the calculus, is it, from behind your teeth?
Never really had
With
that.
the metal pick.
I've had it
That's
like
mad.
I've had it once during one tooth cleaner. I had that, but like I'm on top with my teeth.
Oh, see, I try, but I find it hard to remember. And then the dentist part, even when I do really look after it, I just
we already know. You tell us every time.
Even when the dentist really, like, I've really tried. That's what's the really disheartening thing, when I think I've really tried and I've kept at it for like 6 months, and then the dentist still pulls out chunks that would probably be enough if it burst out of a fucking bag in a Malaysian guy's gut. and it was heroin, it'd kill him.
Jesus fucking wept. Fair one, lad. I don't know if I'm up for the new vaccines in dental floss. Just because
No, I don't like it.
I reckon they're going to ruin the taste. I don't mind the taste of
Of
dental,
dental
floss.
floss.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
see,
mind
that's
the
where I think I've always said they should make toothpaste addictive, or at least make it taste like cigs.
Yeah,
Because I'd look after my teeth then.
yeah. If they had a tobacco toothpaste,
Oh,
love that. A nice
Oh.
Regal, Colgate Regal.
Chesterfields.
Oh yes.
Oh, I want a good 75p cigarette across my teeth.
Oh yes. I want to feel the hair growing on my tongue.
Yeah.
Eh,
I think that's what they need. They need addictive toothpaste.
what else? What have we got? I don't know if I've got anything. I'm all burnt out
Well,
from fucking paedophiles.
that's okay.
mate.
I've got something fun for us as well. We teased it a little bit in the Patreon, and it's there's a scientist that seems to have it in for astronauts,
Oh,
and he's developed. Yeah, well, I've got a good list of fun ideas, and I'm hoping you might think of some of your own.
okay.
So it's well, it'd be nice if we could have a little sting, but we don't have any music. So does the mic pick this up?
It does, yeah.
There's the sting. Things you can do to piss off astronauts or torture astronauts with.
Oh,
Because
right,
there's a scientist who, for those listening who aren't on the Patreon, there's a scientist, and they've developed a way for astronauts to be able to eat their own shit now when they're out in space. They don't have to eat, food out of a toothpaste tube anymore. Well, they do once, and then they can just eat their own poo and mix in proteins into the poo and eat that then. Which seems like a guy that really doesn't like NASA, in my eyes.
Yeah, we said that on the Patreon. Essentially,
Yeah,
that is a
yeah.
bloke that fucking hates astronauts, innit?
Yeah, because that's a hell
Or
of a
he
thing.
wasn't-
'Cause
he
you've
wasn't
dedicated
chosen.
time to that.
He wasn't chosen. He tried to be an astronaut. They didn't
Yeah.
let him in. They were like, "You're always doing mad experiments
You've
with
passed
shit."
all the tests and you're perfectly capable and healthy, but why are you always picking your ass?
You're just weird, mate. And
Yeah,
every
no one wants to be
experiment,
stuck in a metal box in a warehouse with you for
You're an
3
expert
years
in
while we
your
pretend
field.
you're in space.
but your field is shite. Like,
Yeah.
what have we got up there? Trevor is an expert on all of the minerals on Mars and can one day help us
Dr.
repopulate
Copra.
it. What the fuck? Phil Copra.
Dr. Phil Mycracken. They call him Copra.
Aye. What
So-
else? So you're thinking of things that would annoy astronauts that we
Yeah,
could...
well, that would torture them, not annoy, torture,
Yeah.
because that's torture. If you went to work, you go to the gym tomorrow, right, and your boss says to you, right, you're eating your own shit now, so you can reach weight. You'd be like, well, I'm not. No, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to stop fighting. That Amazon
I
delivery
think
job's
I'm
looking
thinking-
sound right now.
yeah, I could do Uber.
Hey, at least, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I get an e-bike. I can still get my steps in. I'll probably stay fit. Yeah, and I don't have to eat shit. That'd be bonus.
Yeah. But right, so I've got the first one. I've got is clocks show a random time each time you look at them by introducing eye tracking technology.
Yeah. Oh, it's a decent one. I
So
would
it
like
uses science as well.
be able to change the screen, like the windscreen. Just shut the windscreen. And then like
Yes, it's just darkness.
every time it opens again, you could just have like a jump scare, or perhaps like just like I've
The
turned-
microwave man is just there floating next to the window, tapping on the glass.
Or like I've
Ding, ding, motherfucker.
got that
Like
annoying
that at the
filter where
glass.
it sticks like dog fucking ears and a nose on every star
on
and
the
planet,
Earth.
on every star and planet or anything like
Yeah.
spherical. You
What
can see.
about the vision of Earth becomes smaller and smaller over time? Like you're floating further and further away.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Take all of the sauce packets out of the food because I imagine they've got to have a lot of dehydrated food. So I imagine it's a lot of pot noodle-esque shit. And everyone knows the only thing that adds any sort of flavour to that is the little packet of whatever soy sauce, fucking sugar mix you get with it. Take all of the sauce out of their food. That'll piss them off.
I've gone for
hide some
go on.
fish.
Yeah, just for the smell.
Just for the smell, just to be annoyed. You know, you could get up to some real classics here. Get up to some. I tell you what, fake a crack.
Fake a crack's a good one. I've gone for faking something. Fake a family member's funeral.
Brilliant.
You know, as a stress test.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
live
Oh,
stream
you-
fake funerals of the family.
You could find out where their families are from. Like find like a far back relative.
And then use CGI.
Just
No,
tell
and
them
then
they're
use
at war.
CGI for a meteorite strike to land on that bit of America or
I'll
whatever.
tell them they're at war. Oh shit! Sorry, you're from what? Vanuatu. Yeah, they've just started a war. They're like, what? The nation of Vanuatu has gone to war. I don't think it has an army. No, yeah, it's gone to war with just checking. France. Yeah, it turns out not good odds on that one. To be honest with you, good luck. Have fun on Uranus. You're gonna have a belting time. I hear the atmosphere is fantastic this time of year. There's got to be some. There's got jam a radio station on.
Yeah.
Jam it on fucking like hits,
Like,
absolute or some shit like that.
No, because you'll end up nodding along to them. What you want is like Christian radio.
Yeah, it's very anti-science as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great one.
They're not gonna like that.
Just hymn bangers, 24/7 Jesus bangers, Monday through to Sunday. Sunday's the Lord's Day. We rewind and come again.
What would be a good way to do it is on the Friday, and then they repeat that show on the Sunday
Yeah.
because he's risen again. You know what
I
I mean?
got the joke, Jack, yeah,
We're
I
gonna
got the
redo that one. It's just for the listener
Was it?
and to pad the time. We got what about fed a food that makes emergency proteins develop in your toenails that can only be administered through suppository?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fucking far-fetched one, but yeah.
Science, Jimmy.
So what?
We're
So what?
introducing
Go
science,
over that again
stuff
in a
of
little bit more detail. Explain how that would work, Jack.
So using the dehydrated food that you've given them a small supply of and the proteins that developed in the shit that they're eating
Yeah.
creates a chemical reaction in your body where the enzymes break down your foods into different proteins which then grow into your toenails, which can be re-administered to your body, but only through the blood capillaries of your anal cavity.
The thing is,
You've got to put the toenail clippings in
I
your
know
arsehole.
he's making food out of shite, but you're now you're doing the impossible by creating food out of
toenails.
toenails.
Making special food to make toenails edible through your arsehole, yeah. Well, this is the thing though, Jimmy, you're saying that's impossible, and up to 6 weeks ago, eating your own shit was mental.
This is right, but
You know.
your thing may be an annoyance to astronauts, but you introduce that to like third world countries where whenever I see a third world country, they're not healthy and they're not really grown in any aspect apart from their nails. They've always got long as fuck fingernails.
But do they have the immune system? Have people been going to these third world countries and flossing all these people's teeth so that they can survive off suppository toenails?
We need the next children in need is gonna be like fucking Adele, that Pedro Pascal, and like fucking Doja Cat or someone out in fucking Eritrea, flossing people's teeth, going little Untapek hasn't eaten. Fuck knows me. Eritrea has like an Italian background, so probably not.
Okay.
It'd probably like fucking
Mario.
Leonardo here. Leonardo, we've just fucking flossed his teeth for the first time, and instantly his toenails have started growing, which is great because now that means he can.
I'm laughing because I like the idea that all of these celebrities go to Eritrea all dressed as Waluigi.
They've just gone as stereotypical Italian people. You've got Mussolini there. You've got fucking Luigi, Paolo Di Canio. He's there. I don't know if you're going to get that reference.
Gino D'Acampo. No.
Gino D'Acampo is there.
Yeah.
Other famous Italians. That's pretty much it.
It's about it, isn't it?
That is about it.
I
innit?
don't think they've got
Tony
many
Soprano.
more. Yeah, Tony Soprano.
Yeah,
he'd be there.
that's the Italian conglomerate. They're all there, flossing teeth, and then immediately, like, this is the thing. So you're the scientist who's come up with this, obviously, because it was your idea. So you obviously have the capability of coming up with this. So you do it, and you just they reach out to you going, oh, we're children in need. We're going to be doing this great campaign in Eritrea. We've heard we saw the toothpick science, and we were there was the tooth floss science, and we were like, I wonder if anyone can like expand on this and really add something to it that is going to like really revolutionise what we're going to do out there, and get more money in basically to help the kids and to pay for us at the BBC and all our legal cases against anyone who might be suing us for paedophilia. And no, we didn't go to the island. What you talking about? We've never been to the island. This is not an Epstein episode.
They were clones. They weren't even real
Weren't
kids.
even real, man. We've got a few of them locked up in the basement for Jules Holland's hootenanny, man. It's where we cloned Lenny Henry. Nah, but they're like, we want you to do something, and you don't tell them what you've done. You just go, right, I'll do it. So you've given them the toenail arsehole eating thing. They don't know. They just know they've got some sort of revolutionary vaccine on these flossers. They give them all out, and then immediately, just these kids' toenails start growing, and like they start these
Exponentially.
They just know to pick them off, and then like Adele and fucking Doja Cat and Pedro Pascal are like, oh, this is fine, and they're not that weirded out. They're like, maybe weird shit happens off the back of this vaccine. You know, I once got mumps when I got my flu vaccine. Couldn't taste for a while. There's no wrong here. And then they just all start dropping their trousers if they have them on, and then immediately just all like goatseeing in front of Adele and Doja Cat. Pedro Pascal is like really he's doing the face that he does in everything.
He's really
He looks
anxious. He
mildly
just keeps
satisfied.
squeezing Adele's tits.
He just looks like a bloke. He looks like a dad who's just like spent all day mowing his lawn, and he's just cracked a beer, and like he's looking at his lawn. He's like, "Yeah, sound that. I could have done the edges a little bit better, but you know what? Sound."
See,
Better than next door's.
I think it's very close to that, but I think he's looking at the lawn, goes to sit down, but it just starts raining. I think he's got that sort of a face on him because he doesn't look happy.
No, that's what I mean.
He looks
He hasn't
fulfilled,
done the edges.
but not happy.
He hasn't done the edges.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's like, I need a strimmer.
A good way to combine the vaccine and the toenails.
Well, I'm not finished.
idea,
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Go on.
They start goatseeing. Like,
What's goatseeing? Like chewing tins?
Do you not remember goatee? The image
don't know
that
what that means.
everyone used to... What? You never got goateed when people sent you a link that ended up to goatee, and it was the old bloke bent over, prolapsing his old arsehole, like with his hands in, pulling his arsehole apart.
Never seen that.
It's one of the most historical posts of the internet. It's up there with like fucking Lemon Party and like all the other
Blue waffle and that.
Exactly. That's exactly what.
Yeah, never. Or if I have seen it, it's never stuck in my brain.
Just watching some big boats going down the river, lad. Yeah. So like they pull it. They all bend over and start
Like a dog watching a van go past. This is my garden.
It's tugboat, man. Tugboats pushing big boats always. It gets the autism going because you're like, that's a small boat pushing a massive boat. That's torque. That's diesel
You should
power.
watch on Netflix, if you've got Netflix, you should watch Poop Cruise.
I think I'm alright. I don't watch. I don't
They
have
all
Netflix.
they all get stuck on a ferry and have to start shitting in bags and pissing in the showers.
Well, that would help with your thing,
It's
really, because they could
Fucking
all eat.
Awful way to be.
They could all eat.
Yeah, they wouldn't go hungry.
But they are obviously all these Eritrean kids start goatseeing and then immediately shoving like they're fucking broken off. They're just snapping their toenails off, just
Chewing
crack.
them, gnawing at them.
No, they don't gnaw at them. They stick them up their
You wouldn't
ass
have
like
to
you
gnaw.
just said.
Yeah, you could not bite them off and then stick them up.
No, they're snapping them off. They're not. They can't. They're
Brittle.
Yeah. And they're just ramming them up their ass straight away. Adele is horrified. She's like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing Children Day. Next time, I'll be on the fucking celebrity version of Have I Got News for You that you always do. I'll go on there.
The ghost of Terry Wogan just weeping.
I hope this doesn't happen at Eurovision. Yeah, okay.
What if you could feed it to these kids, like use the vaccine on them, and then from that point on, their toenails have the vaccine within them, and then you could break that off and then give it to everybody else so they can pick their teeth with it, and then it goes into their toenails, and you could vaccinate everybody with like 5 kids' toenails, because that's 50 people off 5 kids.
This is the sort of experimentation Epstein should have been doing on that island.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to make
Or just clone kids with more
Fucking-
toes.
cloning child fuck pigs,
Yeah.
which is a sentence. And
I hope that's not the title of the show. We can't have that as the title. It's a great title, but we can't have it.
It's not going to work.
No.
That's not going to work.
Too strong.
It sets a precedent that I don't think we can
Yeah.
afford.
We can't beat it again.
We can't.
How do we beat that? That's maybe the final episode. We could call that.
You'd have to. Just no one would cancel. We're not in any way popular enough, but it'd just be any title that comes after that's gonna be like, well, they've gone soft, haven't they?
Yeah. They've lost their
gone
edge. They talked about jamming toenails up Eritreans' arseholes, and
Anything
then the
that
next
isn't
week it's harp. Well, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, anything that isn't just the hard R next time, singular by itself, is just a step down as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, what else could we do? We could fiberglass suits.
Ooh,
Right?
yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
some.
Have you seen the trend online?
I watched the
where
devilish thing
people
of
are
someone.
rubbing?
Yes, on the building
Yeah.
site. I watched a
Yeah,
bloke
that's
on a
become a
building
thing.
site.
I've seen lots of videos of that now.
I remember as a kid having to go in the attic in my house, and like our house, the attic had never been done out properly. Not like these fucking fancy cunts nowadays. Every house has got an extension or a conversion upstairs. No, it was what an attic should be, which was the carcass,
Fence panels in
just
between
the
the
skeleton,
joists.
the skeleton of a house. You see how little is actually holding up everything that you own. It's just a few pieces of timber, and then obviously covered in fucking fiberglass and insular. And I remember going up there as a kid and like going, obviously fucking hitting it and being like, this is candy floss and shit.
Yeah.
And then the worst thing being like, it's on my hands, and just rubbing my hands together to get it off. As like a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Like,
Picking at your eyes. Oh, my eyes itchy now.
I have invisible cuts all over my hands. What the fuck is
Yeah.
going on?
Horrendous.
But now, fuck that. Fuck putting it on toilet. That is... There's a few
Evil.
times I won't fuck with people. This is a very shit-related episode. This is... and one of them is when they're eating. Nah, I'm not going to fuck with you when you're eating. You need that time. When you're pissing or shit. In fact, when you're pissing, if we're out... So if like there's a very specific set of circumstances. If we're out, we've had a drink, and you're pissing outside, and it's near a bush or something like that, you're getting pushed, or a fence.
Right.
You're getting pushed. That's fair. That's fair. You're pissed. We're gay.
It's sexual harassment,
it's
but sexual
hijinks.
harassment light.
It's
yeah,
hijinks. I won't interrupt you if you're pissing inside. That's private
Well,
time. You should be allowed that.
Weird though, if you're opening someone's bathroom door to fuck with them while they piss. What are you doing? Why are you sitting down?
Okay, whoa! I didn't know we were. But I could have
What
done that too.
What are you putting up your arse?
Have you tried this new vaccine I've got? It helped those turn those toenails into a lovely snack. Nah, I won't interrupt them when they're eating or shitting. So I'm not going to fuck with someone doing that. So I can't put fiberglass on someone's bog roll.
No, I
sorry.
wouldn't do that anyway. I think that's properly evil.
Yeah.
It's not.
Now, do you want to do a massive
dunno.
cycle back to the very start?
What with Epstein?
Biplanes.
Go on.
Luke Wheeler chucking darts out of biplanes, but it's like the Unit 741 style, 31 style, and they're chucking like rats full of fleas that have been infested with.
Rats full of fiberglass.
Oh,
Rats covered in fiberglass, full of fleas.
rats covered in spiders, and
Yes.
we've genetically modified the
Like
spiders.
a terrible Christmas dinner. This
We've
like a bird in a bird, but
what we've done is we've got the spiders, and we've genetically modified them to spin fiberglass instead of spider silk,
Yeah.
and we just send
So
them
when
down.
you walk through it,
Yeah.
blinds you.
Yeah, it just slices you up. It's like a very evil version of doing the cling film round the door frame trick. But instead it just fucking slits your neck.
Yeah, like cheese line.
Yeah. That's what the ties in the Cambodian. That's what the Cambodian.
That would be a good way to torture people. Swap the floss out for cheese line.
Would it have a vaccine in it though?
No.
No.
You tell them it does, and you tell them it's for the betterment. The cuts are good, the cuts are healthy,
Yeah.
but Yeah.
Strength
Like when your
comes from
dentist says
wounds.
to you, if when your gums are bleeding, you've got to keep brushing till it stops.
I don't
I
think
think
that's
some
true.
of the worst advice I've ever had off my
I
dentist.
don't think that's true.
My dentist told me that as a kid, repeatedly.
I don't think that's true.
It is true. Well,
Overbrushing is
it's
no. I
true that
believe
it
you were
happened
told.
to me.
Yeah, I believe you were told.
Another weird experiment that
You
just
are
seemed to happen
apparently
to
from
me.
the Truman Show village, and everything was just there to test you. As
He
a
looked a
child.
bit like Harold Shipman as well.
Well, at least he
a
didn't
little
kill
bit.
you then.
And well, the weird thing was, right, I stopped going to that dentist, and then I'd moved house, and then he started just cycling past me a lot, which really filled me with paranoia then. Because I was like, why does my dentist keep looking at me? I've always had these hang-ups about brushing teeth and toilet roll being used to infect you and stuff like that. That's not a new thing. That's a thing since I was young.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then the fact that you've moved a good 10 miles or so away, and now you keep seeing this dentist that was telling you to make your gums bleed, and he just cycles past you a lot.
That's ominous. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, didn't like that.
I wouldn't like that.
So
either.
much so that I called one of my fish the dentist.
What did
that's
it do
why I
to
named-
deserve such a title?
I didn't like it as much as the
You
other
didn't
one.
like it.
No.
Did it start cycling?
You didn't get
back
to choose. I didn't get to choose the two fish. They just gave me two random fish in the aquarium shop, whatever you call it, the pet shop.
Yes.
I called the one that I liked the look of Dingo, and called the other one the dentist, because I didn't think it looked as cool.
So you lived in a place where your dentist told you to constantly brush your teeth past the point of bleeding, and when you went into a shop, you didn't get to select what you wanted to buy. You just handed over money, and the shop gave you what it saw fit, what it thought you deserved.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I got to
you-
pick
your
out my own
entire
weather
life-
roach, though.
Your entire life was a fucking experiment, I swear down. And none of this is real. I'm almost convinced at this point, right, from all the childhood stories you told us, that it was like a fucking, like not a Stanford prison experiment, but an entire Stanford society
Town.
experiment. And they
Yeah,
were like,
let's just fuck with this lad here.
yeah, what if we just took the social norms that everyone takes for granted and just
I can
twisted
make
them
it weirder
slightly?
for you if you'd like.
Can you,
I can,
Jack?
I can add more to
That's
this.
actually surprising. But please
no
do
school
indulge us.
as a like a proper little one. You know, when you first start school,
Yes.
I wouldn't get accepted to any schools because no schools were willing to give me the special injections I was supposed to have as a little kid.
What, like your BCGs and shit like that?
No, like an injection that you have to have if you start fitting and not. Because I used to have mad little seizures as a little kid.
Oh,
And
they
I grew out
considered
of
you an
that somehow.
insurance hazard.
I think so. And then a Catholic school basically went, "We'll have him," but it was a teaching assistant. It wasn't even a proper teacher. It was someone who was temporarily employed by them, took on the responsibility to give me these injections. I never had to have, but had to have them on hand, kind of thing. Yeah. And then that got me into a school.
You know,
Which
if
I
that
think's
happened, they
weird.
wouldn't have done fuck all, and they'd have just been like, "The fucking power of Christ compels you."
Yeah,
the power
yeah,
of Christ.
yeah.
That's what they thought. The Catholics were like, "Oh, we'll fucking get this."
Oh,
fucking
Biff,
spirit-
Chip, and Kipper get the shivers, do they?
We'll get
And he
this
just
fucking
starts hitting
spirit
me.
out of him with the spirit of the
Yeah.
Holy One. We'll get it out. We'll exile it. We'll exercise it out of Dubai. And we'll make him... One day he'll go on to do great things, and I'm sure he won't do anything to deface God's fine creatures. He'll definitely not take their entrails and sell them in fucking in Pyrex perspex for fucking money.
If anyone's interested, something new, owl arses, I've called them. Little owl with a mouse's bumhole in. Because I found out the other day when I'd made them, I found out that owl arse isn't a well-known phrase.
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard those words next to each other, I reckon.
I thought you'd know that. I thought you'd have heard that. It means you're tight.
Oh, okay.
You know, like you're tight with your money and that.
Yeah, yeah.
You're an owl arse.
Do owls have particularly tight arses?
I would have thought so.
How
they
did
don't
anyone
shit, do
find
they?
that out? Do owls not shit?
I don't think so. They cough up all the stuff in it. They make pellets.
What? Owls don't
Blowing
shit
his
at all?
mind there. He thinks I'm lying. I don't think so. I think they pass liquids out the cloaca, but I don't think they shit. They pass out pellets.
That's liquids out the cloaca.
Very scientific, that, wasn't
That
it?
was a fucking class line. Right, simple Google.
I don't
owls
think they shit.
shit. Yes, owls do excrete waste both as a liquid like most birds and as solid pellets. The liquid, which is
The
primarily...
pellet comes out of the mouth.
You can let me finish. I'm
Not at
reading
all.
Google AI here, which is obviously the best entertainment on the show. The liquid waste, which is primarily urea, a combination of urine and fecal waste, is expelled through the cloaca. Additionally, they regurgitate pellets containing undigested materials like fur, bones, and feathers. There you go. So they do shit. Their piss is
A
shit.
small amount. Yeah. Chunky wheeze.
Owl pellets are not droppings. They're not feces, and they do
Yeah,
not
see?
smell.
There's people in America that get paid to harvest and collect them so they can sell them to schools. It's their entire job, and they pass that job and business down to their children.
So collecting the things that comes out of owls' mouths is a bit like dry stone walling.
Yeah,
There's very few people who do it, and you really need to pass that message on down to the youth,
Yeah.
otherwise it's going to die out.
yeah. I know a dry stone waller.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
of
that- yeah,
course
yeah.
you do, Jack. Also, I
No, I
think
do.
we've talked about this before as well.
Have we?
Because I've mentioned... Because it's one of the only things I know is...
I don't know many people, right? I just don't know many people. And
But the
I
people
happen
I
to
do
know a dry
are
stone
of
waller.
the country. They're
Of the
land.
trades. Yeah, basically.
The only reason I bring it up, and it's not frequently, but it's because it's like the first trade I learned about that is like literally a dying art. As in, there's only I think the news article or the news story I watched years ago on like ITV Northeast Tonight was that there was like only 5 people left who could teach it and all this shit, like known as what we call master stone wallers, and that there was this essentially sort of school starting, or like small school starting somewhere in maybe Northumberland or County Durham to pass on the art, because it fucking is that. It's such a fucking skill.
It is. They build all sorts with it as well. That's what's mad. You can build entire buildings out of that dry stone, which is crazy.
It's fucking sick.
But I like the idea that they just do it because they're cheap. They don't want to buy like a mixer.
Yeah, it can't be. Plant hire? No.
I don't want-
remember last
no.
time I got juicings round before. They fuck field up. They proper fuck the
Yeah.
field up.
So what we'll do
They
is
overcharge
we'll just
us.
get a load of short lads and make them really strong,
Yeah.
and then they can carry the rocks from the van to the pile.
Yeah. I remember before plant hire places, everyone used to be massive. And all this.
yeah.
Now we've got things like front loaders and forklifts and dumper trucks and everything. Everyone's gone soft. So what I want is to really cripple lads and ruin their spines for life. But for a short period of time, give them huge arms and legs. And they'll
This will
love
be a
that.
great job for you, mate. Great job for you for the first 3 years,
And then
and then you're going to be stuck doing this because no one else is going to hire you. You're going to become unbearable to be around because you're not going to socialise. You're going to be in a field with rocks.
you're out there in the fields, lad. It's you
Yeah.
and the owls
Because
coughing up
you
shit.
can't go back. You can't go back to working in a shop after that. Do you know what I mean?
Imagine you go
Very,
back to like
very difficult.
building like normal houses, and the lads on the site go, "Oh, look, it's dry, boy. It's dry. Don't pass in the
Yeah.
cement. He's allergic to that. Can't go
Spitting
near
on the
that."
bricks as they give them to you.
Giving
We
him
wet them here.
Giving him a brick and going, "Sorry, mate. They're all the same size here. All the same size and shape. Sorry, don't want to disappoint you. They're all bang average." But look,
Oh, this is why this needs to be on video, man. The face you pulled as you said bang average. That would have been a lovely clip. Because we could have slipped that in with a little cut from earlier on about the cloned children.
yeah,
That'd have been lovely.
clip for clone fuck pigs. That would have been a
Yeah,
child clone.
And they're
clone
all
child fuck
bang
pigs.
average.
They're all bang average. They're sixes.
Yeah.
They're 5s and 6s. Not much higher
Yeah.
in age
See,
and range. Sorry,
Would that be a better thing for them to have done?
sorry.
If
what?
they just made average looking clone sex slaves, would that be ethically better than making attractive
right, okay,
clone
yeah.
sex
So you,
slaves?
I mean, if you're gonna do it, if he was gonna do it ethically, there's got to be a fat one.
Yeah,
There's got to be
one of each race, but you can't do
No,
one of each
not
race
one of
because
each.
then it
Two
becomes
mixed.
too much like
Two mixed.
a catalogue.
You want two
that
mixed
seems
race people.
unethical. Ah,
Yeah. They're an amputee.
yeah.
Um,
Which seems a bit dark to clone someone to amputate one of their limbs.
it does. Oh well, all
I
right.
suppose you could genetically make it so the leg doesn't grow.
Clone someone who already doesn't have limbs.
Yeah,
like you find
because that's how it works.
find one of
like
them
a
nuggets.
3D printer.
Yeah, find one
Yeah.
of them nuggets or
You
Pistorius.
just scan him. Yeah.
Just fucking Pistorius, get him in there with I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know any amputees of the lady variety. I know two
No,
amputees
I don't know
really off the
many
top of my head.
amputees. Who's
Oscar
the other one?
Pistorius and that Australian comedian on Channel 4. The one who
Oh,
did the show with
The last leg.
Josh Whittaker. Yeah, which is literally named after the fact that he only his last
Yeah.
leg.
It's a
He's on his
shame I
last
can't
leg.
remember the guy's name, and he's just known for the leg.
It's Adam something.
Good
I think.
branding, though.
Adam something, I think.
Yeah, it could be.
You've got Josh Whittaker,
I'll take your word for
and then
it.
you've got, I think, John Richardson's there, isn't he?
No,
it's not.
John
It's that,
Richardson.
it's the one with the
lad
hand.
a couple of fingers missing.
It's
I
the
think.
one with the hand, yeah.
The hand.
Yeah.
He's got the hand. Oh, bloody hell, he's got the hand again.
Oh, he's not the hand, man.
Oh.
Right, well, this one's coming to end.
Well, I've got one last idea.
Yeah,
of
we've
a way
got
to
20
torture a
seconds, mate.
celebrity. You force them to call Bruce Willis every 3 hours and have a chat with him.
Oh, it's bad for Bruce as well. That also, you just see your future ahead of you being like, what? The best I can hope for is a triple deck of action films and then like a couple of Tarantino films and then this.
And then
Fuck's sake,
constant
man.
phone calls from
I
the
see
Space
why-
Centre.
I see why people are nonsense bands now. Right, we'll back next week with some fucking... Join the Patreon /Truth Seeking. You know, it's there, man. Give us £3 and listen to some more
And leave a
bollocks.
review and a comment on this.
Aye.